I'm back. Video number 3 in 2 days. Like I mentioned in the other video, I have a lot of things kind of that I need to kind of talk about. So this topic is about being single and childless or child free. Coming up on 40 years old. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in January. Um, I've talked about this before. Again, past videos, I've talked about being single, childless, being made fun of, whatever. Just kind of more of an update on that. I have been single now for 18 years, 19 years, no, 18 years. Yes. And people might be like, what? Yeah, because, well, many reasons. Number one, because there isn't very good quality men out there. And the word men is used very loosely. I've been interested in a few guys. I was talking with someone last year for over a year and nothing ever came of it. The whole ghosting thing, yeah, that's real. I'm interested. I'm not gonna talk to you for months. I'm interested. Like, I don't got time for that. I actually have a friend that I talked to recently. She was ghosted about 3 times last year. 3 times. Guys want to play games. The other issue is some guys don't want a classy, well put together woman. That's why you see some men with women who are, a bit trashy, maybe have attitude problems. Um, just not high quality women because the men know that they're beneath them. If you're a woman who has your stuff together and you're educated and you're independent, it's, oh, well, you're doing better than me, so I can't be with you. I've heard multiple stories of women who are more educated, have their stuff together, and they get dumped because, well, I can't handle that. My ex, who I had a long time ago, in my early 20s, he actually wanted me to drop out of school. He did not like that I was in college. Like, that was a turnoff. And I was like, you're not over my education, sorry. And that was a big issue. And he hated that I was independent. Like, I really didn't need him. And to be blunt, he was very below average. And he was lucky that someone like me even looked at him, to be blunt. Because after a year and a half, you still don't have your stuff together. I'm doing this, and you're choosing to be here. Yeah, I need to move on after that. And like I said, just not really high quality options. A lot of guys are just looking for hookups, baby mamas, side girls. Yeah, just not high quality. And then people might be like, oh, we're being picky. Me wanting the basics is not picky. Like you having a career, or at least having a job, or respecting women, or not being intimidated by a strong, independent, educated woman. Those are the bare basics. I'm not like, oh, I have a list of 10 things, 50 things you have to do. No. The bare basics is not being picky. I mean, I've even had people tell me, well, just be with whoever. I said, are you with whoever? Well, no. I said, then why are you telling me to do that? So, like I said, yeah, I've been interested in a few guys. Unfortunately, some of them weren't single, or they were interested and then just nothing happened. Like, legit, just nothing happened. I had a guy I was really interested in probably 12, 13 years ago. And he kept saying, I'm going to take you on a date. I'm going to take you on a date, blah, 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 for 6 months, and never took me on a date. I finally had to confront him. I said, listen, I said, you keep saying you're taking me on a date. Nothing's happened. And he seemed to be put together. He had goals and stuff like that. And then he goes, oh, sorry, I'm just more busy with work and school. I said, that's fine. You're trying to get your stuff together. That's fine. But I said, don't lead me on and then say, oh, you're going to take me on a date, because it never happened. So yeah, just lack of good options. I mean, I don't know how people go from guy to guy, boyfriend, boyfriend. I'm guessing some people just settle for whoever just to have like a notch in a belt or whatever, because there's really like a lack of options. And people like, oh, you're pretty. Oh, you're well put together. Oh, and I'm like, that doesn't mean that's what I attract. Yeah, like I said, there are good guys out there, but some of them want the girls with attitude problem. Like I said, the ratchet, the whatever. And I'm like, they want that? Oh, okay. Interesting. As I've heard, they want girls to keep them on their toes. If you're well put together, that's boring. That's predictable. I guess I'm boring and predictable, which I'm proud about that. So I'd rather not be trashy and over the top. That's just not my thing. Um, yeah, I mean that's it. I don't know why I need to keep defending being single. I have classmates going through divorces, or they're on second marriages, or custody battles. I'm like, no, thank you. Anyway, about the kids thing. I get grilled about that, and it's like some of the people that grill me about that, they know I'm single. So I'm like, who am I having a kid with? I've even been told just go have a one night stand. So, oh, okay, so I should just have a one night stand and have a kid. It doesn't make sense. But I follow some child free pages, which are good, and some of them are they're good at times. Some of them they're a little bit annoying because some people that are child free, they make a huge deal about it and they trash you if you have kids. I don't go that far. I've always been indifferent. If I have kids, fine. If I don't, I don't. I was never like, oh, I have to have kids by 30. I have to be married by 30. Like, yes, in my late teens, early 20s, I expected to be married at least by 30. Because I figured, okay, that's just kind of what happens but when I got closer to 30, I was like, no. And then I'm closer to 40, I'm like, really don't care. Definitely cared more in my 20s. I was on dating sites and stuff. Occasionally I check a dating site here and there. Just curious. Um, Trash options. Some of them look like serial killers. Some of them are not single. Um, yeah, just not good. Anyway, yeah, just kids don't really fit into what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm barely able to take care of myself because I'm still dealing with blood clot stuff, and we just had the pandemic, and like, just I don't have a car, so it's like, why would I have a kid? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then also, with my blood clot stuff, pregnancy is very high risk, and I was actually told by a doctor during right before the holidays, they strongly recommend that I don't have kids because it's just too risky. So we're adding health on top of that. Number one, like I'm not with anyone. Number two, finances. Number two, number three, health. So enough said right there. Oh, the fourth one, I work with kids. That's enough right there. So I thought I'd bring that up real fast because, if you have kids, I celebrate your pregnancy. If you have 5, 10 kids, none of my business. That's what you have, as long as you can take care of them. I just ask for that respect in return. Don't judge me for not having kids. Because recently, I posted about this on social media. I was supposed to make an appointment, but again, I don't have a car. And the guy said, well, why don't you have your boyfriend or husband take you? And I'm like, I don't have a boyfriend or husband. And it's like, why is that the assumption? Why can't it be, do you have someone who can take you? That's the better question other than, why don't you have your boyfriend or husband take you? How do you know I'm not a lesbian? Or how do you know I'm not single? Like, why is it the assumption? And then recently I had a couple of aides. Well, I had an aide be like, she's talking about her kids who are adults. And she goes, oh, so you have kids, right? I said, no. And she goes, oh, okay, you don't. Yeah. And it's like, why is it that reaction? I don't know. And then I had a couple of teachers that I follow on Instagram because I follow about 400 plus teachers. I had a couple of them send me mom stuff, and I said I'm not a mom. Oh, sorry. Oh, why are you assuming that I'm a mom? Because I'm an adult female? It just doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, if you're married, fine, congratulations. If you're not and you're content, that's fine. If you're not married and you're not content, then good luck on your search. But it's just sad to see some women and some men dumb themselves down and settle for less. Just I have to be married to someone. They get married even when there's red flags, and they still get married because they have to be married. They have to do what society tells them to do. Also with kids, like I see people having kids to fill a hole in their lives. Like, oh, I didn't have the best childhood, so I have to hurry up and have a kid, and they're not even mentally together. Um, Or, oh, I want kids so they can wear cutesy little baby clothes. Oh, and it's like you're forgetting. This guy said on Twitter one time, he goes, people are forgetting that when you have a baby, they turn into kids, turn into mouthy teenagers, and then you set them out in the world when they're 18, making sure you didn't screw up too badly and make sure that you have a good human being, a good adult to put out there to the world. That's a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. So I don't take having kids lightly. I work in the schools. I see some of the kids who aren't parented well, to be blunt. So that's all I wanted to say. If you're married, like I say, if you're married, fine. If you're not, that's fine also. If you're looking, good for you. If you don't have kids and you're content, good for you. If you have a bunch of kids, good for you and you're happy. If you want to have kids and you're struggling, good luck to you with your infertility. Mind your business. Like, stop judging people. Worry about what's going on with your family, whatever your family is. Don't be child free and be stuck up. Don't have kids and they be stuck up about people who don't have kids. Because believe me, I see a lot of complaining on social media. That's a whole other topic, which I've gotten in trouble for. I see moms whining on social media. Oh, I'm not sleeping. Oh, this is, you chose that. You have kids. Oh, mom, I need to wine when I go to sleep. Oh, I need my wine at the end of the day. Why is it appealing when you're whining about you're not sleeping, you're whining about your laundry, you're whining that you don't have time for your friends, you're whining about whatever. That's what you sign up for when you have a kid. You're not going to sleep. It's a hard job. Like, why would you think that, oh, it's going to be so easy? Yes. No. I would never think it was an easy job. Yeah, and you're telling me you need alcohol at the end of the day to get through your day? That's not appealing. I have people say, "Oh, well, it is tiring." I said, "And that's what you signed up for." So you thought you were going to sleep 8 hours, or what did you think was going to happen? It's a bit harsh. I'm not a harsh person, but like I literally see whining all the time on Instagram, and even people that I know that are moms are like, "We all go through that. We're not posting on Instagram. Like we all go through that." The mom competition's insane. I breastfeed, you don't. I'm a stay-at-home mom, you're not. It's ridiculous. I'll just end it on that. You do you. Mind your business. I'm not married. I'm single, and I'm proud of that. I don't have kids, and I'm good with that. So, good luck to you, whatever you want to do.